Hey everyone, hope everyone's doing well. Welcome back to another commentary. So in this workout, I hit what you could consider a PR, but they're kind of in weird lifts. So the first one you see here are just behind the neck pressing with the snatch grip. So I guess the technical name would be behind the neck snatch grip pressing or presses. A very long name. You kind of see what it is. It's a pretty simple movement for as weird of a name as it could be. But I was able to get up to 80 kilos, which I believe is the best I've ever done in this movement. I was able to do it for two. I don't know how much I'll do this in the upcoming weeks or in upcoming workouts because it is a pretty difficult movement and one that probably isn't the best to do a ton of, just because it's not necessarily like it doesn't hurt to do it, but it's just a difficult movement, and I don't know. It just seems like one that might create some issues, but we'll see. There hasn't been any negatives from it so far. But after that, did snatch balance plus overhead squat. I feel like with just the 135, I'm like my torso is super pushed forward, but I don't know if that's because I'm still like physically getting warmed up. Like my legs and knees are still a little bit sore, and mostly my lower body. Like my upper body is pretty warm from the pressing. You see there, I kind of had to step forward with 80 kilos for some reason, but this 100 actually was extremely easy. I was really surprised because 80 felt not really too heavy. It just felt a little unstable. It's kind of the thing in this movement. It's like it's always heavy, but it's mostly the instability that's difficult. And I believe so. The snatch balance, I believe I've done 290 out of the rack before, and this overhead squat I think is close to what I've done out of the rack. So it's hard to tell because I don't typically just do regular overhead squats. I usually do something before it. Like I had the snatch balance was overhead squat, so a little bit of a caveat to that lift, but always good to be doubling that. So it's a really heavy weight for me. Then did some snatches here. Almost hit my shin because I was trying to get used to using the crash pads there. Thankfully, my leg was turned in, so it hit the meat of my leg and not the shin bone, because that would have hurt pretty bad. I have a little mark on my leg, but nothing that's really too bad. And you see there, even I was just trying to figure out how far forward I had to drop it in order to do it. Jumped right up to 102 because I knew I wasn't going to do anything too crazy today, and just wasn't really feeling the snatches. Pretty tired from the previous movements. Left that on the bar and just did a power clean plus 2 jerks, and then went up to 275 for 1 power clean and 3 jerks. So it was a very productive workout. This is kind of like more of an overhead, obviously strength focused workout, and it just isn't a very, to me it isn't a very exciting workout just because it isn't anything that's really crazy heavy, but it's one that targets a lot of my weaknesses, if I can say that correctly, and just works on things that I'm bad at. So even like here, just doing reps in the jerk where I have to re-catch it and throw it back up, definitely good. Doing the snatch balances over squats are always good, and the pressing and all of that. So just trying to just work on some things and get a little bit stronger tomorrow. I'm kind of envisioning a day that's focused more on snatch and clean jerk, but we'll see how that goes. I'm pretty sore from the previous workouts throughout the week, so I don't know how that will play out. But the plan is to get a snatch and clean jerk focused workout focused on front squats and clean pulls, and that should kind of get me to Friday. But who knows? My body is really sore this week. Not really in any like particular pain, just kind of just DOMs all over the place. So but another good indicator that I am doing a lot of productive work. Not that you necessarily want to get DOMs all the time, but it shows that you are doing enough to elicit that response. But that's going to be it for now. Talk to you on the next one. Have a great one. Peace.